All right, everyone, welcome to today's exciting episode. We're diving into a topic that's vital for anyone wishing to express themselves more clearly: how to speak English fluently and confidently. It's not just about memorizing fancy vocabulary or sticking rigidly to grammar rules. Oh no! It's fundamentally about clear and concise communications. So buckle up, because I'm sharing 7 incredible steps that will help you articulate your thoughts clearly and effectively.
Wow, 7 steps? That sounds intense, but also super interesting. What's the first step?
Great question. So step 1, organize your thoughts before you even start speaking. Always take a moment to mentally structure your message. Perhaps jot down a few key points or map out a quick outline in your head. Think of it like planning a road trip. You wouldn't just hop into your car and drive aimlessly, would you?
Right. I mean, it's kind of like how I'm always trying to navigate the city without GPS. Sometimes I mysteriously end up at a donut shop instead of my intended destination. But organizing thoughts, yes. What's next?
Exactly. You want to avoid getting lost in your own words. Now, on to step 2. Break your message into a clear beginning, middle, and end. This structure is crucial for delivering your thoughts in a straightforward way. It's akin to telling a captivating bedtime story. You wouldn't just jump to the climax, would you?
Haha, no. If I did that, the kids would be utterly baffled. But how do you ensure that the middle part doesn't become overly lengthy?
Good point. That's where step 3 comes into play, the 5 W's method: who, what, when, where, and why. This framework is fantastic for organizing your thoughts. Each way acts like an anchor for your beginning, middle, and end. Imagine putting together a puzzle. Each piece must fit perfectly for the picture to come together.
Ooh, I love puzzles. You know, I once attempted a 1,000-piece puzzle of a beach scene, and it felt like it took forever. How could I apply the W's to, conversations I have every day?
That's a great observation. It definitely applies. Now moving on to step 4, use the 1-3-1 method. Start with a single, clear main point, follow it up with 3 examples or reasons that uphold it, and then conclude by reiterating the main point. Think of it as presenting a case in court. You need solid evidence to support your claims.
Oh wow, that makes total sense. So it's similar to how I explain my rather peculiar theories about aliens when chatting with friends. I usually kick things off with aliens are real, then provide 3 wild reasons, and then circle back to the conclusion of, so aliens are definitely watching us, haha.
Exactly, that's a fantastic illustration of applying these principles. Now, let's talk about step 5, focusing on 2 to 3 main ideas. You don't want to overload your audience with too much information. Clarity and conciseness are vital.
Right. So it's just like when you're at a buffet. You want to savor 2 or 3 of your favorite dishes rather than piling every single item on your plate and feeling overwhelmed.
Exactly, that's a delicious analogy. Now step 6 brings us to the pause technique. Instead of peppering your speech with fillers like or embrace the power of strategic pauses. They grant both you and your audience a moment to breathe and process what was just said.
I really like that. So it's kind of like counting to 3 before you respond to something super confusing, right?
Absolutely. Lastly, step 7, keep your language simple. Aim for clear and straightforward words. You want your audience to grasp what you're saying without having to decode complex jargon. Break everything down into simple phrases.
Oh, that's incredibly freeing. I find myself often overcomplicating things. It reminds me of that time I tried explaining quantum physics to a 4-year-old. I'm not sure who ended up more confused, me or the child.
Haha, I can only imagine the bewildered expressions. And remember, after you speak, record and review your speech. This is crucial for your improvement.
Yes. Listening to ourselves, huh? It's almost like gauging whether I could effectively pull off a karaoke performance at a bar.
Exactly. So, to wrap things up, make sure to conclude your points clearly. Reinforce your message and avoid introducing new information at the end. Summarizing your key points is essential.
Okay, got it. And strong calls to action, right? Like, okay, everyone, you absolutely have to give this a try.
Exactly, because you have the capability to communicate effectively and confidently. All right, folks, that wraps up our discussion for today. Until next time, keep practicing and talking.
I can't wait to put these steps into action. Thank you so much for this amazing advice.